I wanted to share a story about how I confronted 3 SpaceX engineers in person as a flat earther in 2018. Mind you, this was after I got into Eric Dubai and flat earth concepts post 2011, when Google and YouTube weren't censoring the topic just yet. Now, you can't type the word flat earth into those platforms without being provided 30 pages of propaganda, making the debate more difficult for flat earthers to give viable, citable proof, now more than ever. So now, your only option is to use other uncensored search engines like Yandex or DuckDuckGo, maybe. So let's get started. I was a new truck driver who had just gotten my CDL in the end of 2017 when I had gotten hired for a trucking company out of West Point, Mississippi called Royal Trucking Company. When only 6 months in or so, we had gotten a contract to deliver high-value loads for SpaceX. My job was to go to the SpaceX in Waco, Texas region and to pick up used rocket engines and deliver those to the SpaceX branch in downtown industrial Los Angeles area. And while there, I'd pick up already refurbished rocket engines and deliver those back to the Waco region. That's one full round, and I only did a couple of these. This was by far the most high-dollar loads I'd ever delivered to date, valued at millions of dollars at that time. I was notified by my company that this load was strictly confidential, that I would be monitored or tracked, and that I was not to make any unnecessary stops. I had to frequently check in each time I made a stop and with frequent ETAs, understandably since this load was of such high value. Safety and security. When picking up the used rocket engines in Waco area, it was a very nice, very secure facility, and I was there to witness a real rocket launch. So yes, they really do launch real rockets from the facility. But hang in there with me. I distinctly remember my trips to the not truck-friendly downtown LA area because it was a huge pain in the ass getting these engines to LA's old industrial district. I'm sure every truck driver with enough miles under them can agree. Here I am, this rowdy Southern space disbeliever, unstrapping rocket engines in the back alley of SpaceX's LA branch on a beautiful sunny day, when I realized I have a chance to do something that may have never been done before. Up walks several top facilitators to monitor their precious load, and we started to small talk. We shared a little about ourselves while I unstrapped the engines, and these 3 men, ages 20s through 40s, introduced themselves as engineers. The men who build the space rockets themselves. Here's my opportunity, folks, to make myself look like a real jackass with my Mississippi public school education. I've got all 3 of their attention, and I stand erect with enthusiasm. And I say, I'm so interested in science, and I have a question for you all. And they seemed pretty genuine. They were like, sure, go for it. We'll try to answer as best we can. I asked, so once beyond the geomagnetosphere, how in the world do you guys build these rockets to withstand the debris and tens of thousands of Kelvin to propel beyond the Van Allen radiation belt? Simultaneously, all 3 engineers glanced at each other and then stared at their toes. And their eyes stayed fixed there, at their toes, in silence. It was the longest awkward silence, not for me, for them, that these 3 men had no answer at all. This is an adult conversation happening. And after a while, I felt bad and just changed the subject. But their lack of explanation tells me one of 2 things. Either they knew the answer, but are hiding a cover-up, which I find the most unlikely reason. Or two, the most likely reason, is that these engineers simply receive blueprints from above and just get paid to build without having any real creative leeway in building or testing these rockets for space. Like, these engineers just go by blueprints and do what they're told. Is it an interesting story? Maybe not. But it's true. This is something that happened to me years ago, and I was a ballsy little, and I felt that I had a great opportunity. So I asked a question, and I got an unexpected response. Just remember that there's flat earth hecklers that spend their entire day sifting through hundreds of comments on content that they allegedly disagree with. And who does that? Who spends their time like that? Who does that? And when you look at their profiles, they either have no videos or their material is anti-flat earth. The negative drones exist just to anger you or distract you or to waste your time. Keep your chin up and keep doing what you're doing. Be love and keep fighting for the truth. Question everything, folks.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was al-Biruni, and he lived from 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also of the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alankar, known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo. I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific Ocean where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional map maker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.